standing next to you. Y'all better be subscribed, man. Don't be a hater. Or subscribe. Look at all them beautiful names, man. Make sure y'all jump on the Patreon. It's so fun on there. So much JK content. What's up, Army? Welcome back to Redemption 46 Studios. I'm Nick. Now listen, before you stop watching the video because it's just me here, before you start saying anything in the comments, please, y'all, I'm sick and I still wanted to give y'all some fire content. For y'all that don't know, Redemption 46 is a film production company. We shoot movies. Our work is on Tubi and on Amazon Prime and like on YouTube. So sometimes when you don't see a full panel here, that means some people aren't even in the city. They're out working elsewhere, and just life has been lifing. Right now, Redemption Studios is actually shooting a horror action movie called Criers. So that's why it's been all hectic for like the past like 2.5 months as far as like panel members jumping in and out and everything like that. So I just was trying to be a little bit transparent with y'all and letting y'all know that when the movie is done in about like 3 weeks, things will be back to normal on the channel as far as like how many of us are here. With that being said, just know I work extremely, extremely hard to make sure you guys get the best quality, the best content, and good conversations every time we like link up and do everything. I think that alone is worth at least hitting the subscribe button and having a great conversation when we're done. For more content like this, you can jump on the Patreon. Technically, we reacted to this on the Patreon with a bigger panel, but they blocked it, and I wanted to get it to YouTube. So I might have to chop up the video if they don't let me kind of drop it kind of right on. But yeah, I want to have a conversation about this song and just really wanted to get some more JK content. And if I'm being honest, album review will be coming soon for him. I just been under the weather and everybody hasn't been able to kind of get together. So just bear with us. We got y'all. But just thank you, Army. I always say Army is the backbone to this channel. They've really shown us nothing but love since we first started this channel, helped us to grow as reactors and analysts, and also pushed us in the right direction whenever we like had any like questions as far as what content should get done for BTS. Y'all have got us watching like, In the Soup, Bon Voyage, Raza Bangtang, Run BTS, and just all the dope like concerts and other stuff. And we're going to continue to do those things. Y'all met a few people who were new to the panel, and probably when the month of November starts, probably have some more people on the panel as well. That way it can always kind of be a rotating panel for when like people may not be available, but they'll have stand-ins or other people kind of rotating and stuff like that. Just because life is crazy, y'all. People have kids, people have jobs. We work from Philly, but some people don't live within Philly. Like Ty and them are in Jersey, and other people live like in Maryland, and people are like coming. It's a whole bunch of stuff, man. But I try to be transparent that way. Y'all don't feel like people aren't really working to like give y'all great content. But with that being said, we can jump into this. We can have a conversation. We're done. Shout out to Jung Kook. This might be my favorite comeback of the entire year. Album is phenomenal, but I'm gonna save some of that for when we get into the album review. Make sure y'all being safe out here, man. Everybody getting sick. And Jungkook is the cure. Standing next to you. Give me miracle. Hanging on. How we let the ride is something we control. Screaming at this. Standing next to you. Standing next to you. I love when he falsettos like that, man. Standing next to you. Standing next to you. We don't deserve you. We don't deserve you, Jung Kook. Chill, chill. Brought my girl here. Gotta chill. I love that. And I told you I like that regulator cadence that, you know what's up? Then the production. What's he kicking in there like? Then the tick, 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 tick. Standing next to you. Let's get into that. Standing next to you. Standing next to you. Here we go. Oh man, I could talk about this all day, man. Make sure y'all subscribed. Jump on the Patreon. We went over the MV shooting sketch that was up on there. Other live performances of this. The Jungkook, I think, album art concept was talked about on there as well. More B-sides from JK up on there as well. Some stuff is blocked, y'all, so I'm sorry. But nah, man, this track is amazing. At the end of the day, sometimes can people vibe to a song? Is it going to be a hit or not is really important. And JK just has a knack on this entire album and throughout his whole duration of BTS of just making bangers and making songs you can vibe with and just like a crazy voice. I feel like this song, and I talked about it when we originally listened to it, has so many great things working for it because it's sprinkles of nostalgia in there as far as like the production and some of like his inflections that he's doing. And, you know, we talked about it before, but JK does such a great job of melding those things into like his own thing and being able to add like his own flair on certain cadences and just makes it really just a Jungkook song. those falsettos that he hits are fucking phenomenal. Um, the song just has a certain bounce and a certain energy to it, and to be honest with you, it drips with like just coolness. And like that's really a big thing. I think some people have like their niche, sorry, or just some things that kind of make them stand out. JK has so many like things working for him as far as like the cool factor goes. Um, it's like dapper and clean, but also a little edge to it as well. Um, I mean, just like his overall like look and everything. His approach is fucking smooth. Um, it just works here, man. It ain't no way to put it, man. He's a pop star. And we knew that. We talked about this shit 2 years ago on the channel. If y'all go look at our videos from 2 years back when we just was talking about it, and we talked about each member of BTS, what would happen if they hit like the American market. And I gotta rephrase that. What would happen when they did their solo stuff and had the opportunity to be able to kind of showcase what they want to showcase as far as like the sound of music and like the genre they want to be in and everything. And I was real big on saying I knew Cookie was going to be like a real pop sensation. Um, his voice is set up to play in any wheelhouse he wants to. If he wants to do a ballad, he can do that. If he wants to rap on a track, he can do that. He can falsetto you to death. He can put the baritone and like have like a deeper voice if he feels like it. Head and chest voice are amazing. There's really nothing he can't do. But when it comes to like these pop songs, it's just that's my shit. And I just was like, yo, I wonder what his approach is gonna be. 7 dropped. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, this might be like the craziest joint all year and shit. 3D drops. I'm just like, damn. Then like this drops, and even with the whole album, and I'm not gonna do too much because I really want to like discuss it further in an album review. The fact that you can have as many pop quote unquote songs on the album as he has, and none of them sound redundant or don't sound like they on the same type time is amazing in itself. Just because sometimes with certain pop artists you'll hear like the album, and if it's like 10 songs on there, 5 of them kind of sound the same. They're kind of in the same BPM or register, and it's not really a big difference from like the quality of the song or what it sounds like. And with JK, like all these joints have just been phenomenal. Let me see if I can pull it right up so that y'all know I'm not like even capping. I downloaded almost every single song on the album except one. Um, that is rare for me. Sometimes, if someone got a 10 piece, I might grab like 5 off of there. And been constantly like playing all of them. Because when we first listened to the album, y'all know I like to like not cheat y'all and give y'all like my real reaction. We did obviously 3D, obviously we did 7 and 3D first, and then Standing Next to You came out. So we did Closer to You and then Yes or No. So I was banging the shit out of Closer to You or Yes or No. When we got into these pockets, that please don't change, please don't change. I love you, I love you. So yeah, man, the album is phenomenal. I can't wait to get into an album review with that. It's been very interesting just hearing JK talk about really the overall message of like love throughout like the entire album, and even watching the MV shooting sketch, him just going into a little bit more detail about why he chose the video and why it's set up a certain way. I feel like we got to understand that we're looking at greatness and we're looking at history being made while it's happening. Um, the numbers that he's doing aren't numbers to scoff at. And I said this on a different reaction that, I've seen a lot of people online, and I had a lot of arguments with people just like in real life, talking about they don't really count like streaming numbers. Um, they don't really count streaming numbers because streaming numbers are skewed, and because people cheat in the algorithm. Man, people been cheating music forever. I said, when people used to pay to like get artists on, like for DJs to run their records and everything, that ain't playing with numbers if it wasn't organically like played from DJs. Especially when DJs were originally made to cut fire albums. So if they didn't think your album was fire, they weren't playing it. When those companies used to buy like 100,000, 300,000 copies of, their own artist CDs and shit, just to make the numbers feel skewed and make people be like, damn, the album popping like that, let me go buy it. We talked about bundles, and Army had put us on, when we first started, like, yo, a lot of, K-pop acts, some of them are bundling their music with merchandise, where it's just like, yo, if you buy a shirt, you get the album already, and that's skewing with albums. And BTS wasn't getting into that. So, people are gonna always find ways to like play with numbers and do everything, but you can't scoff at like streaming numbers, because it is what it is. Are there fans that might just play the song just to play it to keep on doing stuff? Probably so, but Army as a fan base is the most organic fan base I've ever seen in my life. BTS's journey and their travels are just organic. Once you like dive into everything and you start to see how everything was conceptualized and then just like worked on, it's just, I don't have to worry about them playing with the algorithms or cheating numbers or doing anything like that. So with JK, all that being said, what JK is doing is amazing. He deserves everything great that's coming his way. And I keep saying, really, with all the members, we're at a point in music where you can be 50 or 60 years old damn near doing music, especially within K-pop, where we still see first and second gen artists like doing everything. I don't know if BTS has even hit their prime yet. I don't even know, like, I don't mean to sound cliche saying the best is yet to come. It's going to be very scary in 2025 when they all link back up and they drop. Because when they drop, it's whatever numbers that they're breaking right now, more numbers are going to be broken. And it's just going to be an amazing thing. But I ain't going to fanboy too much. I'm going to kind of wait for the album review to really do a bigger deep dive into like kind of my thoughts for JK and this whole album. But I'm just really proud of him, man. Like, I just, I'm one of those people that selfishly will fall in love with something, and I want the people around me to love it as well. Hence why, like, this channel is here, why I always introduce y'all to, like, my friends and people that, are in the business and stuff on this channel, and try to get them to fall in love with K-pop. And, anytime people ever felt a certain way, whether I said something or somebody said something on the panel, it was coming from a place of love, just because it's almost like showing off, I guess, your kids. I want people to be so blown away when they see Jungkook or when they see BTS, that they fall in love. So, sometimes I probably act like the fanatic, or probably was so overcritical of certain things. But it's all for really just the love of the artist, the love for Army, and just, wanting people to see why I think things are like so amazing. Because, I came into K-pop and just was like, BTS, it seemed like a phenomenal group. I'm falling in love with them. To being on the type time now where I think they're the best group of all time. And, a lot of the members are some of my favorite artists, just by themselves at this point. I probably listen to more of them than I listen to, some hip-hop stuff and some of the pop stuff I was listening to prior to. So, I just always want the best for them and just want them in the best lighting whenever they do anything. And Cookie, he's not had a miss. We talked about the Dreamer thing, that I thought that was phenomenal, and I thought that was a good look for him. I love the Charlie Puth joint Left and Right, just with them trying to be very innovative as far as like production goes and everything. And I thought it was a cool pop song. Um, and he has not had a miss on this album. I'm just interested to see if he does one more like kind of MV for the album, which song he would pick. I think the collabs that he's working on has been amazing, and I'm pretty sure he's garnering new fans after all of this. Um, so yeah, man, I'm interested to get into some more stuff. I'm not gonna run on a tangent. I've probably been talking for a minute. Um, I just want to say thank you to Army again. I always tell you, you guys are like our biggest supporters on this channel. You guys have been the backbone of our channel, um, and y'all be rocking out for us and with us. Anytime somebody is overly critical in the comments and shit like that, I be seeing y'all be riding because I try my best to not really get into anything toxic or negative when it comes like to comments, because I'm not over criticism. I actually like it because I'm real big into taking feedback that you guys give. But we know sometimes when people are passionate, or sometimes when people come to a reaction channel and don't get the reaction that they like, that ironically they can be very reactionary. um, and I like that you guys always hold it down for us and keep people accountable. So thank you guys for that. More content is going to be coming soon. Like I said, I was super sick. I got like a head cold, a headache, and everything. But I really wanted to get you guys some content, just because we had a crazy weekend, and I thought y'all might have had a crazy weekend too, and y'all might have needed this. I needed this. So make sure you guys subscribe. Jump on the Patreon. JK content up on there. New shit that dropped today for JK as well. And we thank you guys for all the support from, not only us, but continuing to support JK and the boys. More content coming soon. I love you, Army. I'ma holla at y'all. Just know I'm standing next to you. If nobody told you they love you today, I love you. Standing next